All right, guys, what is up? Who is with me? Coming at you with another live stream from sunny Orlando, Florida. Actually, it's kind of partly cloudy today, but it's feeling pretty good still. Actually, back home in Wisconsin, I was looking at the weather and it's like in the 60s. I've got a bunch of cameras set up and stuff, and I looked at my house over there, and there's no snow on the ground. Everything's melted. So that's pretty funny, especially for this time of year. I see we got some people popping in here, and feel free to go ahead and say hey on the in the chat roll or chat box, and let me know where you're calling in from. So today we're going to be having a special live training. Actually, it's happening in 25 minutes from now. Over the past few days, if you've been keeping an eye on the YouTube channel, I introduced you to a gentleman named Lemmy Moore. Urim says, hey Urim, thanks for stopping in and spending some time with me this afternoon from India. Awesome. Very cool. I don't know what time it is there, but it's about 12:30ish here my time. Well, I'm in Eastern time right now. But yeah, we're going to be having a webinar starting in about 25 minutes. So right on top of the next hour here. And I introduced you to Lemmy Moore. Lemmy is a gentleman from Texas. And I met Lemmy, I think 2 years ago now. Time sure flies, it doesn't feel like that long. But about 2 years ago. And he's one of the guys that's actually out there doing local marketing. He runs a business, and I mean, if you guys didn't get a chance to check out the videos that I have uploaded over the past few days, I mean, even though I'm on vacation, I've been putting out a lot of content. So I've really been trying to keep up with content and stuff like that. Hey, Robert's popping in. Awesome, welcome aboard. I'm amazed, by the way, at how many people we get on these live streams. You know, off the top of no announcements, we just go live. That's what's really cool about this mobile live stream feature. You know, we just pop in anytime, anywhere, and say hey, and great chance to hang out. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you dig the new YouTube live stream feature. What's up, John? John's in the house. John Shea. Those of you guys who know John Shea. Awesome. Let's give a thumbs up for John. Yeah, so in about 23 minutes or so, we're going to be doing a live webinar with Lemmy Moore. Lemmy is doing insane stuff. Phone notifications for the win, John says. Yeah, pretty sick stuff with YouTube mobile live with these notifications. So, Lemmy's been putting out videos over the past few days. He's kind of hijacked my YouTube channel, and what he's been talking about, he's been doing some crazy things, closing 1K retainer deals over Facebook Messenger. So if you caught that, you saw that, which is pretty awesome. And then he went through like email subject lines and how to basically do similar stuff with Facebook chat, but do it with email. Email is a little bit different, right? Because it's a little trickier because you have to get the person to actually open the email or else you're not going to close the deal or even get a chance to talk with them. So I think it was video number 3. He talked a lot about subject lines. So again, if you didn't watch these videos, you should go check those out. Murray says, glad to catch you live, just subscribed. Awesome, thanks Murray, I appreciate that. And for those of you who are watching who aren't subscribed yet, you should definitely subscribe. And then there's also another feature on here. It's called the bell notification feature. So yeah. Kendrick says, hey, I was about to sleep. It's 1:25 a.m., but he's here. Thanks, Kendrick. Sorry if I woke you up. Hopefully I caught you before you went to bed. But yeah, if you're like ready to want to go grab an energy drink or a coffee or something, we're going to be getting on a webinar live here in 30 minutes. So I figured I'd pop on here before the webinar and just kind of remind people and invite people to come hang out with us. We're going to be doing some live training. And if you've been on one of my live training events before, you know that we don't mess around. We like to share good content and good strategies. So I'm taking a break from my vacation today to bring you this live training. And before we hop on that, I figured I'd come on here and just kind of hang out with you guys. And if you guys have questions or anything like that, we can do that too. So yeah, like I was saying, Lemmy talked about subject lines in video number 3. And then we released video number 4 today, this morning. So you can basically just go back and watch the last 4 videos or just attend this webinar, because the webinar is going to have even more training to elaborate on that. But we'll probably touch a little bit on the past 4 videos as well. Hey Paul, Kevin from Ireland, enjoying all your great content. Thanks, appreciate that, Kevin, and welcome. Robert was about to watch one of the videos. Yeah, so in 30 minutes, that video that you're talking about, Robert, we're going to be basically elaborating on it even further. And we're going to do about an hour to hour and a half live training webinar with Lemmy live. So he's going to be coming and joining us live. If you want, the link is pauljames.com/webinar. So I just made it very easy. And that will send you to the webinar registration page. So pauljames.com/webinar. And then you can sign up for that training. Cool. And yeah, and it happens in about 30 minutes. I'll be on probably 15 minutes early. And if you guys want to pop on 15 minutes early, so about 15 minutes from now, we'll go and pop on early and make sure that everyone gets a seat, spot and seat, combine them. Because these spots do fill up because it's free training. So want to make sure you get your spot. So video number 4, which was released this morning, was pretty cool. Lem went in live into basically to talk and follow up with a attorney client that he was working with. And he basically recorded the kind of meeting that happened, like what transpired throughout that meeting, which is pretty cool. Like, you see a lot of people out there talking about, running a business and doing online marketing, right? But you often wonder, like, are they really doing what they say they're doing, right? Like, are they just out there teaching this stuff, or are they actually doing it? So when Lemmy came to me and talked about, working together and doing some training for my YouTube subscribers, that was one thing that was important to me. I wanted to make sure, like, that he was actually out there doing this stuff and it wasn't just theory. So let's give a thumbs up for Lemmy, because he's out there actually doing this stuff. He's going and meeting live with prospects, right on camera, which is awesome. You don't see that very often. And I just think it's awesome. It's just great. So yeah, for those of you who are just trickling in, I'm going to hop off here pretty soon because I'm preparing for a live training webinar with a buddy of mine named Lemmy Moore from Dallas. And it's happening on the hour. So right now we're about 28 minutes too. So you register for that, pauljames.com/webinar. Awesome. Who do we have in the house here? Throw in the chat box who you are and where you're calling in from. And if you're just tuning into this like later on, feel free to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment, leave a thumbs up, and let me know what you guys want to hear about in the future. Is this for renting websites to small biz? So this is about local marketing. See, we got South Africa in the house. Welcome. So for those who don't know, local marketing is basically where you take your skills as an internet marketer. So, it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of skills, because you can learn skills pretty easily. Like, you probably have skills already, like social media marketing. Like, you probably know how to do Facebook and stuff like that and create Facebook pages, right? A lot of local business owners don't know how to do stuff like that, or they're not utilizing it. So what local marketers do is they basically package up skills that they have, or they outsource stuff that they don't know even, and then they go and work with a local business owner to help them grow their business by utilizing those skills, or outsourcers to do it for them. And that's basically what local marketing is. And it's great because you're kind of viewed as like this professional service. You're kind of viewed like an attorney or like an accountant, only you're working from home and you're working on your own schedule, and it's just great. I mean, it's allowed me to sit here from Florida right now and shoot videos and work on my own schedule and do stuff like that, whereas I didn't have to go to 8 years of school or 6 years of school or even 4 years of school. I just learned and outsourced. Struggling with traffic. And then I see someone else saying, can you charge $875 a month for it? Man, we charge clients upwards of $1,500 a month. I know other people out there charge a lot more. Some people are charging even like $5,000 a month. It really just depends on the results you're getting your clients, right? Think about it. If you're able to bring a dentist, let's say, who bills their client, I don't know, let's say $2,000 for a root canal, right? If you're able to bring them 10 leads like that per month, I mean, they're going to be willing to pay you at least one of those leads, right? Maybe even two. And yeah, it just depends on the value you can bring to the client. So if you're doing like search engine optimization or PPC or something like that, or social media, or something that's going to bring a direct result of increase to the business owner, they're going to be willing to pay for that, right? So you can charge accordingly for it. So it's going to vary depending on what kind of service you're going after, like the kind of people you're targeting, and also the location. Like my state in Wisconsin, where I'm from, isn't going to be willing to pay as much for things as, like, say, California. So that matters too. So my average is between 500 to 1500, right around there. That's kind of where we bill. That's like our sweet spot. But it's going to be different for everyone. But yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to learn more about this stuff, you should definitely attend today's webinar. And it's happening in about 25 minutes. I'm probably going to hop off this live stream in any minute now, because I'm going to fire it up about 15 minutes early. It's happening on the hour. And you can register for it at pauljames.com/webinar. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're at about 11 minutes on the live stream. I appreciate you popping in today, and it's always great to connect and chat, and we'll be doing one of these again really soon, and we'll see you on the webinar at the top of the hour, pauljames.com/webinar.